Another day, another dollar. We made it out here. I think hopefully all my videos correlated, but yesterday and last night was the auction day. I'm seeing if this is a Christmas tree, and if it's a Christmas tree, maybe it's a metal one. That's other junk too. Man, it's not the metal one. Oh, it smells like mold. Alright, well, that's not gonna work. People up here have a bunch of beach stuff out, but it's in their driveway. So maybe they're going to the beach. This house is for sale. So, gotta keep my eye out for more stuff going out, but I think they had stuff out last week and I didn't really like much. Well, welcome back. It is another day. We're out here 6:18. 6:18. Running on a little over 5.5 hours of sleep. But we're thriving and striving and all that stuff. Maybe something over there. This is where I think I found... What did I find last week? See, I'm remembering... It feels like I never leave places, you know? This looks like it might just be wood. That's kind of what it looks like. Just wood. Alright. It's a terrible introduction. But let's... Oh, now we got someone driving this way. Alright, so we're going to just put it in reverse and screw it. Anyway, welcome back. Let's make it a good trash picking episode. See what happens. Trash picking, taco stacks. Let's do it. I'm yanking this right out of their trash can. And there's nothing they can do about it. Yoink. I don't know if it works. That probably don't. Probably doesn't work. But yeah, that was a kind of terrible introduction there. Got moths flying in here. Gotta love it. Yeah, I got back really late, and then by the time I was done with everything, it's also very late. But I got everything accomplished, so nothing is kind of crazy. But yeah, yesterday was the auction video. So I don't know how it correlated with my schedule with posting and all that, obviously, because this isn't like, you know, the whole 9 yards. But I got moth flying up here. But long story short, yeah, a little over 5.5 hours of sleep. Kind of, well, I wouldn't say I'm kind of sore. I'm really sore. But soreness is only pain leaving the body, they say. I don't know if there's anything over here, but I thought I saw a lot of stuff. Somebody ripped apart a television. Oh, there's a piece of wire down there. There we go. Looks like that's about it here. So this actually has a, I think this is called tool steel. That's my guess. It's a tool and it's steel. But a lot of people think they're called they're cast iron. But I think it has its own metal content qualification. Now does the scrapyard, I don't know, they'd like separate the tool steel, but it's not supposed to go in your cast iron pile. Or your prepared steel or short steel. It's got its own name. Bunch of stuff up here on the left. So I guess we'll stop over here on the right and just spectate. I took a bin of toys. Was that here? This might have been from this place. And I brought to the flea market, which was actually yesterday. So that's all furniture stuff. We're not going to take any of that. I guess it rained also. I took it all to the flea market. I sold probably half the bin. It had a bunch of dinosaurs in it. I maybe got about 16 or 18 bucks out of that bin. So I wasn't going to cherry pick all the little pieces out or do this or that. I just took the whole bin to the flea market, let everyone else decide what they wanted. Chubb parked up here, but I saw this late and I just said, screw it, I'll walk. I will take a couple steps because I didn't put enough steps in my body yesterday. I don't think I went to the, no, I didn't go to the metal yard yesterday because I came back from the flea market I actually showered after the flea market. Well, I unloaded, then I showered, and then literally I went right out the door to that auction. But I know there was, you know, oddball stuff from the flea market that didn't sell that now has to get scrapped. Might have bought a storage unit the day before that, so I had a bunch of stuff for scrap. Never really thought about it, but I think I mentioned it. I think when you bring the stuff in for the light iron, the really junky stuff, they end up baling it. The baler doesn't like to crush large items like cast iron, sinks, and tubs, and rotors. It really crushes easier when you use like junky stuff like microwaves or fridges. Stuff that can easily be bent and folded and all that stuff. So the guy was saying how he likes when I drop off stuff because he knows all the stuff that I drop off can easily be crushed. So I guess it must be an issue. I didn't really think of it like that, but I guess it must be. They had a lot out last week. See, I'm remembering things. It's like I was just here. No, I don't need a couch. There's another couch across the street, and there's some nightstand looking thing up here. That's a couch. And that's a nightstand looking thing. Side table, end table. Not for me table. Don't know if this door is not going to work. Oh, we'll look. We will look. It's not going to work. Nope, that's wood right there. So it's got metal on the end and then it's got wood right in the middle. Nope, that's not going to work for me. Looked at so many doors over the past 2 weeks. With the warehouse door, I gotta get up there and broom sweep. I'm not. The guys who worked on it left a lot of like just junk laying around. I'm like, you know, they're like a pile of nails, some empty water bottle. I got sawdust everywhere. I gotta get work done, you know. What am I doing sitting on my butt all day? You know, I gotta get work done. Okay, let's see what we got here at this wonderful pile of merch. Am I thinking that I'm going to find a lot of metal today? I don't know. I really don't. I figured a lot of other people would be out scrapping, but price is down. So, with scrap stuff, maybe not. I don't know. This should slide out. This is good. Guess it rains. We're gonna add some water to the mix. Anyone need cushions? Guess not. Hoverboard, kind of hesitant about hoverboards. This stuff's actually good. Do I need more? Do I really need more? That's nothing. Do I need more? Guess I will. That's for your garden. Hesitant about hoverboards? I'll leave that. Or leave it. Especially when you can see it has a big battery in it, because you don't want batteries in the light iron file. So that, I guess, it's a little moldy. It'll dry out in the sun when it's the garden. I do hoard that stuff. It's bad. I got a big roll of plastic too. It's bad. That's why I lay down for my garden. What you really want, in the first year I ever did it, was really wide plastic. I think it was, the plastic itself might have been 10 feet wide. So it covered literally the entire plot of land that I was building this thing on. And there was no way for the weeds to grow up because it literally was 10 feet wide. as opposed to now I get these because that's the only thing that's really readily available, and also not a gajillion dollars. Because if you go buy that stuff, that's like $35. At $35, you might as well just buy your produce from the store. Yeah, it costs you $100 to plant your garden for $60 in vegetables, and then you got to do the work. That don't really make a lot of sense. Sure, you get fresh garden stuff, but you gotta go to your local farm. Anyway, don't get me fired up. Too early to get fired up. But you know that it's nice if you had a larger and wider piece of plastic to use. Yeah, I'll take this backpack. Take the backpack. What? You need that? Empty? Good. Empty backpack. Soaking wet. Empty backpack, but soaking wet. It must have rained here I mean, obviously the road's dry, but it must have rained here at some point. I see spots around that car. It must have rained. I don't know if it rained overnight or when I got back. Not a clue. Looks like someone must have came along, took the cord. Cord's gone. I think the motor on this one's probably inside that ball. That would be my guess. These things are not cheap. Not cheap. What does this alleyway have to offer? Oh, where was I? I was at the landfill. Yeah, I dropped off a bunch of stuff at the landfill. There's a guy who put up next to me with a like a pickup truck with these boards on the side, and he was dropping off legit trash, like house, like garbage, food, banana peels, like everything. It stunk so bad. It wasn't even like he used trash cans or garbage bags. It's like he shoveled all this stuff into the back of the truck. I don't know. It was a sight to see and a sight to smell. Alright, let's move some of this stuff. I don't know why I took that backpack, but hey, take a backpack. This is plastic. I don't want that. Is that thing gonna roll around? It might. If I dump it over, I don't want there to be water in there and make me really mad. We'll do one of those things. I don't know if that's a copper aluminum radiator. What do you think that is? You think that's... Nah, that looks like aluminum. I'm trying to see at the elbows. It's kind of hard to see. I think I've tried taking apart them. If you don't care about your land or your property and you just want to start smashing things, I guess getting that the hardest thing with that is probably getting that plastic off. Looks like it's a couple screws, but then there's wires that poke out, so how do you get the plastic off of the wall? It's a mess. Then you got broken plastic everywhere. I would say I need a scrap building. I can do nothing but scrap. No flea market, no storage unit stuff, just scrap, but that will never happen. Too many projects. Well, you can add to the project list, right? Add another project to the project list. This is the town where the guy, he brought me to the shed in his backyard and showed me that plastic container. He had a plastic, it's like, it holds your computers. You work in tech. And he could have swore it was metal until we got out there and we're looking at him like, I don't think this is metal. He's like, you know what? I don't think it's metal either. It's like, all right, well, thanks for showing me anyway, but I gotta get going. So this is that town, and he said he would have more stuff out the following week, but that road was actually closed for construction. So I don't know if he put it out. Maybe put out more stuff this week. I don't know. I'm not there yet. But something's leaking water. I just got stung. Not stung. Well, got a mosquito bite on my knee just now. I looked down. I was like kind of red. I started itching it, and yeah, it's a mosquito bite. Ironically enough, I actually got stung by a honeybee about 3 days ago. They were in the wall of the house, like in the fascia or the soffits. This happens every once in a while, like every 3 years. Honeybees will come around. Last year, my neighbor had like a huge nest in his tree right by the road. But yeah, I stepped on one and it stung me. I didn't mean to step on him, you know, but I was just like walking into the bathroom. And there had to be like maybe 15 or 20 honeybees like in like the windows. It was really a wild scene. I was like, oh, okay. And I started walking in and then I stepped on one and it stung me. It didn't hurt as bad as a yellow. I mean, it hurt. Like on a 1 to 10 scale, it's probably like a 4. I would say a yellow jacket's up there with the 9s. So it definitely didn't hurt like a yellow jacket, but you still felt it. I can honestly say how pathetic that. I got stung by a honeybee. They don't sting really. They're like a one and done kind of bee too, I think. They sting, they're dead. So yeah, it happens. Alright. Double parked right outside the police station. But you know me and my art. Yeah, see if this is a painting. It doesn't look like it. It's a textured print, I think. Yeah, it looks fairly new. Yeah. It's texture on canvas. It's kind of nice. But not for me, unfortunately. Kind of learned from all these years, those ones that are super large and they're like in the brownish, beigeish, very 1970s, 80s more. Like the 80s farm look is not very popular. 80s country look, country farm look. If it was a painting, oh, that would come home with me. Ooh, we got something over there. We'll do one of these things. We'll do one of these things. I don't know if that's brass. It might just be polished brass. Might just be polished brass, or it can be real brass. And it's polished. Yep. Yep. That's a mosquito bite right there. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Can't do much about it. I used to always get mosquito bites and poison ivy mixed up, but I feel like poison ivy is a lot worse than mosquito bite. But I think you can die from mosquito bite. You really can't. Well, I guess you can die from poison ivy. This thing weighs nothing. Nice caught. Now we played a guessing game. Is this vinyl or is aluminum? Vinyl or aluminum? Vinyl. Vinyl. That's aluminum. Would you look at that? That's weird. Oh, that's vinyl. That's aluminum. Huh. A mixture. That's weird. Find another, right? A mixture. I don't know why you would do that. Cost efficient? Did it at separate times? I don't know. Alrighty. So, team member of the month, Giant. Well, good thing I'm not parked right there because I'm not a team member. I didn't even work at Giant. Never worked in a grocery store, never worked in fast food. Two things I didn't do, which I feel like a lot of probably high school age kids probably do at some point. Probably work in fast food, you probably work at a grocery store. I feel like everyone almost had to do that at some point. I would say everyone who had a job who's watching this channel right now, I would say 20 to 30% of them did one or the other. That's my guess. But you had to have a job. If you didn't have a job in high school, then this doesn't apply to you. But 20 to 30% of the remaining you, most likely, at least, worked at one of the two. This is what we grabbed. So, wasn't a lot out, but we still found stuff. We still made a trip out today. When I woke up, I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to get out of bed. But you know what? I got out of bed and I'm here. So that's definitely a step in the right direction for another long day for myself. So, unfortunately, this thing was not brass. That was not brass. There's a lot of other oddball stuff. I think I'll just have to just drop that whole thing off as dirty aluminum. Maybe I'll go home and just use a Sawzall and cut it off and have clean aluminum and then just throw away the rest for garbage. That might be a better idea. I don't know what would pay more. But yeah, thanks for tagging along, everyone. Hopefully everyone had a great day, a great start to your day. Whenever time you guys are starting to watch this, maybe, yeah, if you had a great day, it'd be the end of the day. You're having a great day, be the middle of the day, and have a great day would be the start of the day. How about that? Never thought about that one, did you? Anyway, it's been fun. Thanks for tagging along. If you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more treasure hunts. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.